refreshment, their enjoyment, and eventually it ends up making them psycho patients. Like I would share it with Dr. Shah Hussain and with the director Saab, Jahangir Saab, the different pictures, and you can also Google it, you can see it on YouTube as well, the hazardous effect and the continuous effect of using it multiple times. So why we are here today? We are here today to brief you regarding the usage of ice drugs, regarding the hazardous effects of ice drugs, and how we can prevent it. There are three sides to the prevention model that I am producing and that I am initiating here in Mardan. One is the preventive side. The preventive side regards to the police action, the police preventive actions. The second one is and how it can be prevented through social medium. The third angle could be these seminars that we are conducting in different educational institutions, wherein youth should be made aware of the hazardous use of ice, how it can start inculcating into your minds, and then it can spread all over into the educational institutions. So I am always wary of the fact that majority of the educational institutions are the main targets of these drug peddlers. I was told by the director Saab that we have got here in Abdul Wali Khan University more than 16,000 students. So it indeed poses a great challenge to us that how we can prevent our students from the menace of ice drugs.
So around 5,000 in hostels.
And around 5,000 of those students are living in different hostels. So it poses a great challenge to us. So I would request inshallah coordinate with the university authorities regarding the protection of these hostelite students and day scholars at the same time. What we would do initially is that we would have an SOP for all the private hostels and for the hostels that are within the premises of the university campus. That there should be CCTV cameras, there should be barbed wire, there should be a security guard on every hostel, there should be a duly register maintained in every hostel so that it can be checked who's going into the hostel and who is going out of the hostel. So these SOPs need to be implemented in its true spirit, so to avoid and to curtail the use of different types of drugs within the premises of the hostel and within the premises of the university. We, it's my primary responsibility being the district police officer to fight against the menace of drugs not only in the universities but also into the different tehsils of district Mardan. We are zealously acting against different drug peddlers, and in the past 2 months and in the first 5 months of this year, we have registered almost 1,000 cases against the drug peddlers. So you can see the amount of effort that we are putting into our effort against these drug peddlers. But this is not the solution. If we are not curtailing the demand side, the supply side would be taking its edge. It can easily be supplied from different areas. Like 2 days back, we arrested 2 civil servants. Like, I'm not talking original civil servants, but at the lower level, and they were transporting it from Malakand area into Mardan with a huge cache of ice drugs in Baizeh and in Katlang. So you can depict it in your own minds that the supply side can only be curtailed if we curtail the demand side. And how we can curtail the demand side? By propagating our messages into the minds of the youth. And you are the youth, you can spread this message. Kindly don't start it for fun side. Like we party, we meet our friends, and they first initially started as a fun, and then it becomes a habit, and then eventually it makes you, and you end up being a psychological patient. What are the hazardous effects of this ice drug? it not only destroy the physical fabric of a human being, but at the same time, it plays havoc with your mind. You start seeing hallucinations. A fear factor is induced into your mind that everybody is doubting your mind. You have this fear factor in your mind that you even doubt your close family members. And there have been instances where the ice addict have killed their parents, their children, their wives, and their family members, and their close associates. So this is the hazardous part. And there have numerous, few months ago, I think SHO is sitting here, Sheikh Maltoon, wherein an ice addict killed his brother or his wife. That was brother, few months ago, here in Sheikh Maltoon. So these are the hazardous part of the usage of this ice drug. So I would request you to stay safe, have this thing in your mind, and spread this message with your friends, with your family members. Mardan Police would always be at your disposal. You can check our websites. We have got a website of Mardan Police on Facebook. We have got a Twitter account. We have got an email address. We have got our contact numbers on every police station. You have got even my WhatsApp number, which is being used by my PA, but I have got my number. You can share each and every kind of information related to any kind of drugs that is being used, not only in, if God forbid, in educational institutions, but also in your neighborhoods, in your villages. So you can report each and every suspicious activity to the law enforcement. We are basically responsible for our youth, and I don't want any mishap in any of the educational institutions, and of course in any part of District Mardan. In last, I would request all my youth to stay focused on your studies, be sincere with whatever you are doing in your life. And it's not just about passing exams. It's not just about aiming to become a great human, like a success story. The most important thing is that if you become a good human being, you would contribute towards your society. That should be your aim. It's not about clearing competitive examinations or becoming a good human being, a good businessman. It's all about becoming a good human being. So my last words would be that I'm thankful to the faculty for inviting me, and inshallah I'll be coming over and over again, because it's always really very nice to interact with the youth, because majority of our population is fortunately youth. So we are proud of you. And we have initiated, I'm going to initiate certain initiatives for District Mardan, wherein we would invite the youth of different departments to our establishments, to the police stations, to the offices of our police officers. Like you can visit DPO office. We have got a very good command and control center here in Mardan, wherein you can see that how we are working for the prevention and detection of crime. You can also come and visit the IT initiatives that we have recently started. And you can also look into one of the initiatives that I would be launching is Hujra initiative. Because we have lost the basic touch of our cultural depth that we used to have 20 years back or 30 years back. So I want you to come to the Hujras, to the local Hujras. Our officers of different cadres would be visiting Hujra, and they would be interacting with the youth of Mardan regarding different social issues. It's not just about drugs. It would be about your career profiling. It would be about what you want to become in the future. It can be related to the drugs. It can be related to the other social issues. So I am inshallah launching this initiative very soon in Mardan. Thank you again for your hospitality. Thank you again for patiently listening to me. Thank you so very much. If you have got any question, if you have got any